Mikelanesman, and welcome to another video tutorial.
This video tutorial will demonstrate how to do a data merge in Adobe InDesign. The reason for me doing this tutorial was that when I needed to do this recently, I had so much experimenting and troubleshooting to do that I thought I would like to just share this with the online community to help save many endless hours that I put in. Let me show you how we go about doing it. So to start off with, we have an Excel spreadsheet. As you can see on the screen, column A has got the title of first name, column B, surname, column C, company name. What we're going to do with this data merge is, for example, a fictitious event. We're going to need to create name tags for delegates, indicating first name, surname, and company name. I think what we should do first is to head over to InDesign. And we're going to create a new document. What we're going to do now is we're going to select a business card size, which is 90 by 50 millimeters. We're going to create one page with one column and 3 millimeter bleed. Tap 3, press tab. And that's all we need to do, and we click create. Right, so now we have our page open in InDesign. Let's set up the name tag first. Let's make use of master pages. So on the master page, we enter the master page by double-clicking on a master. We're now in a master. And we will take the rectangle tool and we will draw a rectangle to frame the name tag. We can use a one-point stroke for this. We'll take the black selection tool. I'll just move the pages panel out the way. And we will just move it until we see the purple smart guides, which indicates it is aligned horizontally and vertically. Next, we're going to have to create text fields for the data merge from the Excel spreadsheet. So we don't really want to do this on the master page, although you could, but we're just going to simply double click on page 1 in the pages panel, and we're going to now create and set up our document. We're going to take the type tool and we're going to create a text frame. First thing we're going to do is we're going to center align the text, and we're going to select the font size of 16 for the first name. Press tab. In the default Mignon Pro font, we're going to use the black selection tool. We're going to duplicate this, Option or Alt click and drag down, looking for that green smart guide to let us know that it is still aligned. And we can just double click in this text field and we can make the surname 14 points. Press tab. And we can duplicate this one more time to create a text field for the company name. Option or Alt click and drag down. We're now looking for the green smart guides. If you notice now on the screen on the right hand side, you can see the 2 green arrows, which are indicating that the distribution is equal. Double click in there and we can make the company name 12 points. Press tab and we can now save this document. So just to recap, on the master page we have created the border for our name card, and on the normal page we have created our text fields. We're now going to save the document. We're going to go File, Save As, and we'll call this Name Cards. Right, next on the list is to create the data merge from the Excel spreadsheet. So to do this, we need to open the data merge panel, which is found under the window menu, under Utilities and Data Merge. This panel tells us what to do. We need to select the data source from the panel menu, which is the fly-off menu. Select data source. And as you can see here, the Excel spreadsheet is grayed out. It will not accept an Excel spreadsheet as such. It needs to be saved as a CSV file or a comma-separated value file. So we will head back into Excel and we're going to save it as a CSV file. Simply File, Save As. From the format list, we pull down the list and we select the comma-separated values or the .csv file. We click Save. It's going to give us an alert. We do want to proceed, so we continue. All is good. That is now done. We now head back to InDesign, and we will now be able to select the data source. So from the fly-off menu, we select the Select Data Source option. The CSV file is more than happy to be placed into our document, and we click Open. Now, this is the reason for my creation of this video tutorial. In theory, what you are wanting is first name to be in one field, surname to be in one field, and company to be in one field. This will not work, because what you're meant to do is you are meant to take this field and drag it into the separated fields of first name, surname, and company name. If we drag it in there, they're all in one line. So that's not going to work. So how do we fix this? So we fix this by opening up the CSV file in Microsoft Word. I'm going to select the MS-DOS formatting option, and I'm going to click OK. We now see what the problem is. This is not a comma-separated value file. It is, however, a semicolon-separated file, and that's why there is no separation of fields. And this is the main reason why I created this tutorial. You can stand on your head. It's not going to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Edit menu. We're going to select Find, and we're going to Replace. In this field over here, we're going to search the document, and we're going to look for the semicolon. You can now see that all the semicolons have been located, and we're going to replace it with a comma. You then click on Replace All. Now you have a comma-separated value file, and we click on File Save. We will be presented with another alert. We do still want to continue, so we click OK. We have now converted the CSV file into a proper CSV file. I must stress that I'm not sure how this will work on the Windows platform. Certainly valid for me working on the Mac platform. I can now close this file, and we can now head on over back to InDesign. Let's have a look how this is going to work in this instance. We're going to go to the fly-off menu, select Data Source. We're going to select the Data Merge CSV file, and we're going to click Open. And there we have it. You have your first name separated into its own field, the surname separated, and the company name separated. What we're going to do next is we're going to click on first name and simply drag it into the first name field. We're going to take the surname and drop it into the surname text field, and we're going to take the company name and drag that into the last text frame for the company name. We may want to now just select these three text frames and just move them down a little bit to center them a little bit better, and there you have it. What we're going to do now is we're going to create the data merge. So we head on over to this icon here, which is Create the Merge Document. Click on Create the Merge Document. We're going to keep all of the defaults as they are, and we're going to click OK. It now alerts us that the data merge has been complete, no overset text was generated, and your data merge is complete. Heading over to the Pages panel, we can now see that there are 23 pages that have been created. Double clicking on page 2, and so we go through and have a look. We can close the data merge panel, and there we go. As set up, we now have a working data merge. I hope you will find this tutorial useful if you are in the business of doing data mergers. Many happy data mergers, and hopefully you encounter less frustration than I did when creating my first data merge. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.